Give me just a second and we will get started. Yeah, I'm trying to kill off all the keyboard clicking real quick while I'm doing a couple things before we get nice and going. Yeah, adjust the... Oh, there I am. All right. Did that. Alright, so it's posted in here. Alright, so tonight we're going to build us a Polis masternode. I'm guessing that's how you're going to say it. They've been pretty good so far. Let's see. A week ago Monday was the first time we built a masternode for them, or with them, or with one of their masternodes. They had a lot of issue. I know, I gotta fix that. That's destroying my soul too. There we go. Okay. They had a lot of issues with their masternodes. I mean, bad enough to where their chains were forking and all sorts of fun. The dev did not make any add nodes for the masternodes, so one would get off a little bit and then it would fork and split a chain, and like within 3 days they had a couple different chains. Monday I hopped in, we built a couple masternodes, and I worked with the devs and we got them actually set up to where they weren't forking anymore. So that was a fun time. I mean, this is how much I was here. I've actually got the guide how to set it up, so it was crazy fun. But we're gonna build one tonight. I hit enough coins to build another one, so let's go ahead and get this built. By the way, you can jump into my Discord, and we're waiting for coins for this one. We're waiting for one of the exchanges, and then we'll be building one for our group too. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna need is a new droplet. So I will look at, I don't want to click that right now. I'll come back and look. Just gonna grab a $10 a month one. We'll do San Francisco #2. We're gonna name it and create. Give it a second to create. Meanwhile, in the notes on YouTube, the first link is an actual link to this documentation. It's got everything we're gonna do right here. And I will actually pull this off to the side, resize this dude. Resize it down some. let's see. Come back here, grab our little IP address. Give me just a second, I'm grabbing the password real quick. I'm setting up the putty real quick too. Polis. Appearance. I want this dude big so y'all could see it. So let's change that to 20. We'll save. And open. Oh, look at how big that is. Alright, so y'all should be able to see that and read it as we're going through. So let me grab my password real quick and we will get started with it. Alright. We're going to put in our new password. Alright, so let's just start following down this until we get to a spot we have to stop at. First command. Go ahead and grab our second command. Got that one. We'll install our common software properties. Then we're going to do our Bitcoin repository. We're going to go ahead and update one more time. Install a whole bunch of different repositories. As we're going down through here, I like to make sure everything's updated and upgraded as much as possible. So how is everyone's day going? It's getting pretty late at night here. I still got a lot of work to do. So there's our update. And then we will upgrade one more time just to make sure. We have 2 dev libraries to do. Alright, so our base is actually installed. Now it's time to get Polis. I'm going to use the git command, download the newest version. It is downloading like crazy. Actually, it's going really slow. Come on, pick up the speed there. Matt said he's doing well. His trading bots are doing great. Wisdom with Wit is working and watching. Alright, now we're going to unzip that dude. Going to go ahead and remove the zip file because we don't need that anymore. Going to copy our Polis directories straight into our user bin so we can use them anywhere. We're going to make sure we're CD'd. Go ahead and make our Polis core directory. We are going to nano our file, and at this point we've got to get some information. So we need can't do that. We need 2 points of information for this file. We need our keygen. So let's grab that. Tools, debug console. Gen key. Close that. Come back over here. And then we need our IP address of our lovely server here. So we'll copy that again. Paste that. And then we're going to save it. So Control X, Y, and enter. So we have now saved it. Time to run the Polis command. Alright, so technically our Polis has started. So we can actually watch polis.cli get info and hit enter. And we will notice our blocks start increasing. Hey Viego, welcome to the party. We are already about 60% through, so there'll be a replay, but yeah, y'all be able to see it and have a link to, there's going to be a link so you can have the instructions too. Alright, and that should be the block number we're at. So we'll go ahead and Control C out of there. Oh, this is, Matthew, this is one of the faster ones. The one we did the other day in our group, that was a slow one. So now we're going to install Python and virtual environment for our Centennial program. Come on, Python, you got this. Look, now it's gonna lag on me. Come on. Don't be like that to me. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to clone the Centennial folder and put it into Centennial. So CD, now we're going to move to that folder that we just created, and we can check it by an ls. It's got all of our config files, all that fun stuff in there. Going to install virtual environment, so VNV. We're going to make it active. We're going to install all of our requirements. We're going to add a new cron job so it will update it all the time. We need to choose our editor, which we're going to use Nano because that's the one I like. And then down here is our command to make it update all the time. So right there's the entire command. Since I'm logged in as root, I have it as root. If it was something else, if you're logged in using a user, you just have to change that part right there. So we'll Control X, yes, enter. We can run this command just to watch it, just to make sure. Yeah, see, it's slowed down, so we're right where we need to be. Alright, so I'm gonna move this to about right there so we can still watch it. Come on. And then now that we have this here, oh, you know what I should have done right off the start? Receiving addresses. I needed to make a new one. MN009. Go and copy that address. Close. We're going to send it all. We got to get our 1,000 coins there. Oh, hang on. I hate it. Put the coin selection in the middle of the screen. Alright, so we're going to select all our coins. Yeah, we've been building up. So we're going to paste that. Send our 1,000 coins. That'll give us 35 left over. We're going to send. So we'll have to give that a minute to at least get one transaction real quick. So hopefully 807 should be it. Yeah, hopefully 807 will click and then we can get our one confirmation. So we'll give it just a minute to get updated. Alright, there was 807. Let's see if that confirmed it. Nope, I'm gonna have to wait one more block. So all we're looking left to do is add our masternode output into our masternode config file, and then we'll restart our wallet and we should be golden. So there is one thing that let's see, did that update it? Yes, we have our one. So what we want to grab is, I didn't save that anywhere. I copied that off already. Alright, so Control C, CD. Can y'all see that down there? No. What I forgot to do was to copy the keygen somewhere else. So we're gonna go back up here and nano that file again so I can see it. Alright. Alright. Get that going. We'll do open masternode config. We're doing masternode 9. We're going to need our IP address, and the port for this one is 24126, and then we're going to put in our keygen. So let's grab our IP address again. So we have our IP address in, and then we need to grab our masternode outputs. Masternode outputs. And (31E), there's that one. 74A1, 47. Nope, it's that one. Okay. And actually, if you really wanted to, the easier way to do that command, especially if you're only doing one, is just to come back over to your transactions and grab this transaction ID. space, and 1. Because if you did it in one transaction like that, you just need that transaction ID and space and 1. Sometimes they do start off with zeros, so just make sure on your first one. Once you do a couple of them, you can just do like this one. I did 3 master nodes in one transaction, so all 3 of those are the same, and it just added a 1, a 2, and a 3. So now we want to file and save. So that file is closed, and then close and let this shut down. Now that it's shut down, we'll reboot this thing. Whoa, almost dropped my phone. So Polis is a pretty decent one. It stakes pretty decently. The price is decent. Master nodes aren't incredibly expensive. So we gotta wait for this to finish synchronizing, and then we can go on. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is actually see. I can't do that, huh? Because I can't. Okay. Almost there. We're at 78%. Okay. So, Brian, the wallet is here on this one Windows machine. It has all the coins for all 9 of the master nodes. Each of the master nodes are ran from one Linux machine. So this has no balance, as you can see right here. It just does all the physical labor for the master node, and then reports back to this wallet and is like, hey, I did some work for you. Look, here's some coins. And that's really all it does. If somebody hacks my little Linux box here, oh well, I destroy it and rebuild it. They don't get access to anything because all my coins are sitting right here, nice and safe. So come over here to our master nodes. What? They're all actually showing enabled. That's awesome. Alright. So we have our one missing one. I don't know if it'll let us start it really well until we confirm. So let's wait 2 more confirmations just to make sure. Oh, Brian asked if I was running all the wallets on one system or is that on a VPS. So that was the reason for my explanation. I gotta remember start saying these questions out loud. Does anybody else have any questions while we're here? We're on number 5. So we just gotta wait for that one more tick and we should be good. Matt, I do not run my wallets at my local house. Um, More of a security issue. So I everything's on virtual machines. So I do make backups of all the wallets. All my Windows machines are locked down, so if you do get into them, it won't be easy. It won't be easy. I have 2FA on everything, so it's everything's secured and backups in multiple locations. So, but yeah, I keep I don't have anything on my home computers. Oh, he asked. Matthew asked if I was running my wallets on my local home. Blackwing said Polis was 3 cents on 12/22. Yeah, and it's shot up in price. I wish I would have got a whole bunch of it back then. Matthew said that way you have physical control and then do a masternode work on the VPS for security. Is that correct? Yes. So basically, this runs on a Windows desktop. I can lock this down like crazy. All my Linux does is sit there and run, and I don't have to worry about security on it. So I only have to lock down one spot instead of 10 spots. Rogue Planet said he'll have to watch this again. He's helping someone on another screen, but he can hear me talking. Well, I do have a pretty sexy voice, so I'm glad you're hearing me talk, but it'd be better if you could see what I was doing. Matthew said he has a backup of all his wallets saved on flash drives in a safety deposit box. Yep, I have safety. Well, I don't have a safety deposit box, but it might as well be a safety deposit box. I got them in like 3 different locations right now. I've been debating about going up to a 4th just for extra security. Yeah, Matthew, he said it's using 2FA. Would you, and the safety deposit box and all the other locations, would I consider that somewhat adequate? Yeah, I would. So yeah, it'll be good enough. You just want them somewhere close just in case you have to get to them quickly. That's the main goal. Alright, so we should have, no, we're still there. 512, it ain't moved. Every once in a while they'll have like a 5 or 10 minute block, but most of them are 2 minutes or less, so we'll give it another couple minutes. That way we can get this one started too. Rogue Planet said he would trust to bury it in the yard before he trusts putting it anywhere near a bank. I will say I do not have it buried in my backyard, so I haven't went that far. Yeah, and that's the bonus with setting up your master nodes this way. Matthew said if his apartment's burned down, there won't be a quickly about restoring stuff. It just, you could take your time. As long as my Linux servers stay up, they'll keep earning rewards. I can shut everything down. That's the whole purpose of setting them up this way. Oh, there was 13, so we are confirmed. Let's go to our master nodes. Grab that one, start alias, yes. Hang on, put that window there. Alright. There we go. That's what I was expecting to see. All of them say watchdog except for these two. A lot of people expect them to say enabled. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Depends on if you get lucky. All you care about is if that active time is going up. So like right here, we're just waiting for this one to start going. It'll probably take 15-20 minutes to get going, and I'm not going to bore y'all by watching me sit here and watch it. So I'm going to end the video right there. It will take off and it will go. It doesn't have to be enabled. It can still stay watchdog status. Just make sure that the active time is going up and you will be good to go. And that's all I do. That one is done. Hey Audie, welcome to the live stream. You made it just in time for me to stop streaming. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, hit me up on the Discord. I believe there's a link to the Discord in the description too. So the instructions will be in the in the link on YouTube. So y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.